Hey gang, Ronan here. As you can see in this game, we've got Ramagar playing the Tier 10 Russian destroyer Grozovoi. It's a destroyer that I think is really fun to play. I don't play it anywhere near as often as I would like. The fact is, I really just have far too many ships to be able to play all of them that I like. So I'm really kind of excited to watch what happens here. As I think I've told Ram before, the Tier 9 Premium Nustrashimi it's kind of a Tier 9 Grozovoi. So when I feel like playing this ship, I usually end up playing Nustrashimi. Nustrashimi has a super heal, and it's really fun. But if you don't have Nustrashimi, and you're looking for the type of fun that the ship offers, Grozovoi is a good ship to play. It's fun. Is it maxed out for this meta? I don't know. I mean, torpedo range isn't all that great, but the guns are, they're Russian guns. Really, do I need to say anything more than that? You can see it has a lot of tools. You've got smoke, you've got speed boost, you've got the ability to heal, and you've got defensive fire for whatever that's going to do in this current game meta. The smokes, they don't last as long as the U.S. smokes, of course, but they can break line of sight. They can get you away from Savage CV attack, which looks like is about to happen here. And Ram's just going to go nose into the island to stop immediately and get that smoke around himself. I might have turned my AA off here, but he opts not to, and he just throws it in reverse. CV does miss, and Ram highlights his port side, get the AA working double time on that side. And let's see what Trucker Tex is going to do. Is he coming back, or is he just going to run to the other side? Looks like he's headed the other way. Maybe. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and run that way. And Ram's going to move toward the cap. All right. So friendly Shima takes out the red Yugumo. Vladivostok nose into the island? No. And Ram is going to, looks like he's going to try and back into the cap here. Were those Mogami torps? Let's hope those are Mogami torps. Got to turn that AA back off, I think. Or you might end up getting yourself detected here. Now, I don't think I would stay at this angle. I would want to angle more north-south than east-west. Because as it stands right now, if there is something else out there with torpedoes, Ram is just, he's got the entire length of his ship. They might get struck. Now, I can say he's probably angling this way to be able to run between these islands that are kind of directly ahead of him. But I still think this is a really risky position to sit in. The red team knows that he's here. He doesn't have a smoke for another minute. Maybe he gets lucky and secures the cap. That's my hope. But this is a really dangerous position to sit in. No way he's going to last 30 seconds. I would already be positioning to run. Is he going to be out of the cap? Oh, yes. That blows. Well, that's all right. Still sitting east-west, which is dangerous, but with no smoke, not a whole lot of choice there. And Ram working really hard to try and secure this cap, which is a priority. It cannot be really overstated, the importance of securing caps early, because over the length of the game, they add so many points for your team. Now, rather than positioning with the ability to run north, Ram is kind of going south, which I'll just say it's probably not a choice I would have made, but yeah, maybe it works out. It's a risk. Mogami guns are just, well, they will shred a destroyer. Okay, so Ram manages to pick up the cap, and it looks like Mogami is maybe just going to head right over this way. Looks like he's coming right into the island there. He's going to come right. Yeah, he's coming right through that gap. And Ram doesn't really have any help here. And Cherbourg might be able to get guns on Mogami, but not for a minute. Ram's about to get detected. There it is. And I'm not sure why the hesitation. I think, probably would have been good to have the guns ready. I'm not sure the torps are going to be out of far enough. And I think it's probably time to smoke up. Yeah, I got really lucky there. Yeah, Ram's just taking a beating, but I think he's going to catch the Mogami here with the torps. And you can see the AP on the Grozovoi is no joke. No, Mogami's just going to accelerate away from the torps. And that's going to do it. Nicely done, Ram. That was a ballsy move. Trump, well, I thought for a second Trump might have been reversing, trying to get the ability to airstrike this smoke, but it looks like he's busy trying to airstrike all those ships that are kind of north of his position as Ram moves to reposition. And at this point, this game is all over. Yeah, bad guys are down 6 ships, good guys are only down 1. And while I would normally say, yeah, don't run down into the middle of the red ships, I think in this case, why not? Looks like Ram's got HE loaded. And why is he going? Well, I think Ram's just trying to make sure he didn't get detected by the Vladivostok if he was sitting at that corner. Okay. Montana takes out the friendly Vladivostok. Ram's just hoping Montana will continue to sail more or less straight. And he's getting the torpedoes out there. CV is really the only threat out here. I would drop the other one short. That's exactly what he's going to do. And run for the CV. If he can keep the CV distracted, help the Shimakaze, the two of them are going to keep the CV from being able to do much else other than just try and fend off the DD attack. Montana is turning. Torp range is not fantastic on the Grozovoi, but I don't think Montana can run fast enough to outrun them. It's just a question of whether it's going to be angled enough to avoid getting hit. Smoke is back up, so Ram now has the ability to open up if he wants. If he needs to, he can smoke. I think I might have gone with AP here. I think it's good enough, but I can't swear to that. Somebody who knows the numbers maybe can tell me. And I probably would start swinging the nose around to make sure I'm still closing the gap. Ram maneuvers between the torpedoes, nicely done. I think you got to turn around or you're just going to get farther and farther away. So I think there might have been an AP opportunity there, but I've been guilty of it many times, just sticking with HE in the hope of getting at least some damage, because sometimes AP will bounce from DD. There's a big chunk of HP lost to the air attack, but the midway he's gone. And Nakamov finishes off the midway, so there are just a few airplanes, and this is over. Now, you know, things have evened up a little bit, right? I mean, the bad guys have lost 5 ships now. That still leaves them with 7, and the good guys, and then the bad guys are down to 5 ships. Good guys have 2 camps to 1 advantage, almost twice the points. This is looking really good for the green team. So Ram managed to pick up 1 kill. He did a ton of damage to that CV. Secured a cap. He's put 97 shells on target and shot down 14 aircraft. That's a respectable showing. You know, the 51,000 damage in 10 minutes. Is it going to win any awards? No. But still, a respectable showing. So Daring is pushing around the corner. He's got a Mino right there. If Daring pushes any farther forward, Mino's just going to eat him alive. And I'm guessing Daring is trying to reverse, but we'll see. No, Daring is just going to commit. He's headed in. I don't see how Daring's... Wow! Oh, and Daring takes out the Mino. I would not have believed that. As Ram goes to work on the badly damaged Des Moines. Another possible AP opportunity here, but the HE is doing a little bit of work. As you can see, the Des Moines is healing up now. Maybe we get a fire, but nope. And it's 5 ships to 4. The good guys still have a points lead. I expect Des Moines is going to back out of there again and try to get his guns working on Ram, as basically the entire green team goes to work on Montana. Everybody that has a shot is taking it. Des Moines is almost completely out of HP. Montana stopped the fire, but has run out of Ram's range now, and Ram is just looking for the shot on the Des Moines. And there's the AP, and I think that's probably going to do it. Nicely done, Ram. So that's kill number 2, puts it at 58,000 plus damage. And Ram is now in a position to head for the Charlie cap, while Tromp and Montana head into Bravo, which is fine. I can't imagine that the red team is going to have the opportunity to catch the Nakamov. And it's not a bad trade to give up Bravo and take Charlie. Shimakaze is close. Ram goes to work with the HE, trying to get fires started over the top of the island while he still has a couple shots here. That's good use of the guns. Shimakaze goes down to a torpedo from the Tromp. Oh man, that's like salt in the wound there. Tromp torpedoes are not especially great, really. But if you've been watching my videos at all, you know that I actually like the ship. It took me a little while to kind of get the hang of it. I'm certainly not excellent with it, but I do find it fun. And hey, look at that. This is suddenly anybody's game again. So the good guys have got a CVE, a battleship, and Ram here in the Grozovoi. The bad guys, Vladivostok, Montana, and Tromp. Now the CV should be able to do some big work here against battleships. St. Vincent, we have to count on him to finish Tromp. But those Tromp airstrikes, if they're placed well, they can be devastating, and Tromp has got a lot of HP left. And St. Vincent is burning and losing HP. This isn't over. We've got 5 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock. And there goes St. Vincent. He goes down to airstrike. And now the bad guys actually have a 3 ships to 2 advantage. And Ram's getting this cap is really going to help. If he had gone center, might he have made a difference there? Yeah, probably. But as it stands now, with 5 minutes to go, Ram is going to be in a position to try and get eyes on where the battleships are with help from his CV. And he may be able to just push into the Bravo cap and secure that as the red team pushes north and west in efforts to finish off Nakhimov. And I feel reasonably certain that in a gunfight, Grozovoi would take out the Trump, but Ram he's lost some HP, so this is an interesting battle. Now, I expect this is going to be a little bit of a drawn out thing, as Ram is trying not to get detected. Okay, so now he knows where Vladivostok is. Nakhimov is bringing the torpedo planes, hoping he'll be able to do some damage on Montana. So really the threat here is from Trump. And it looks to me like Ram has just decided he's going to try and secure the Bravo cap as the red ships move across the map toward the west. Guns are aimed where he expects Trump might show up. It's so important, and that's, kudos to you, Ram, for having your guns ready and aimed where you think they might be most useful. I'm not sure I would have switched them over yet, but he is going to have to switch them to the other side at some point, because he's going to need to angle southward in order to get into that cap. No, doesn't have the range, but throws them out there anyway. 12-kilometer torps on Montana that's running away. Probably not going to be enough. Okay, so you probably noticed it already. The Alpha cap is turning. We know the Montana's not there. We know the Vladivostok's not there. So that only leaves the Trump. And maybe you get the HE working here. I think I probably would have put some shots on the Vladivostok while opportunity was still there. But, it's easy to kind of Monday morning quarterback that, because you would have gone dark on the Montana anyway, just because of range. So 45 seconds, and Ram will have this cap. I think I would probably angle and come like right to that gap and wait for the Trump, because the Trump is probably going to come back this way. So at this point, I think Ram is probably just betting that they're not going to get eyes on Nakhimov in time to save the game. Now, even if Nakhimov gets sunk, I think Ram could probably still win this. But I might have pushed up into that gap a little bit and waited for the Trump. You can see the radio location indicator is pointing that direction. So unless Trump is with those two battleships, which we'll know here in a second as soon as the green aircraft go over the area. Well, I don't think the bad guys have enough time. I mean, even if they're putting shells on the Nakhimov, which maybe they are going to be putting shells on the Nakhimov, he looks like he's not showing a flat broadside to them. And I think the good guys have this game just on points. Good job, Ram. 2 kills, 2 citadels, 140 shells on target, and the caps really helped out. Yeah, there is the Trump. He did head up that way. They're trying like mad to finish the CV, but it's too late. Great game, Ram. Thanks for sending me the replay. Those of you joining me, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.